It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Cottrell. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Well, this defense for the Seahawks very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, caught by London. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to make it 4th down. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3-and-out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, where was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that and fast.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable for Lockett. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. They'll run here with a rookie 2nd-round pick, Kenneth Walker. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On 2nd and a couple, Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Geno on 1st down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. On the move past the 40. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Now Geno. He hits his target, Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week. And he can't do it all on one throw.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He was brought down by Eric Harris. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Dwayne Eskridge, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. Forced out to his left. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They'll run on 1st down. Cottrell. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll look to throw. Dorsett making the catch. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Escaping the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
From the 38, Smith. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On first down, it's Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Now, this type of athlete that DK Metcalf is. Honestly, unfair to ask some corners to lock this guy down. And as we know, not many can. 75 catches, a career high, 12 touchdowns last season, and a first down with that catch there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Seahawks at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Smith throwing again. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing on third down, Smith. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, Cottrell. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. On 1st and 10, Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Smith on 1st down. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And the Seahawks are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Throwing now is Geno. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Walker going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
19 tight. Mike is 59.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
Check. 59. Quarterback, don't get nervous.
Now they send a man in motion right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Falcons grab it. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now back to throw. He sets to fire deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, Can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Check smash, check smash.
After the interception, here's Smith. He completes this to Walker. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there of protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Dragon 60.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On first down, Smith. Repeated the last play, finding Walker. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And able to work his way down to the 16. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. A shotgun snap for Smith. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
3rd and 2, Smith. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
On first down, Cottrell. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Here we go, set.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Jordan Brooks on the tackle. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Here we go, here we go. Yellow, 22.
They'll throw now on the final play. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. A short kick taken at the 18. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. From the 36, Smith. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. Here's Walker, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. I'm looking down from our booth. You can tell this crowd wants him to go for it right now.
And believe me, he knows it, and he's weighing that through his head right now, actually trying to filter that out because this needs to be a cold decision by him. Not influenced by the crowd, not influenced by outside factors. Does he believe in his team enough to go for it right here? I think he's going to heroic the crowd and do it.
And if he doesn't get it, they have to go the full length of the field. And we'll see. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Ritter's throw complete. This is London, and they're going to get this down to about the 37. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On 3rd down, Cottrell. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
He'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Damiere Byrd, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. A short kick taken at the 18. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 71 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Geno's going to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and now it's 3rd and 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Byrd. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And he's got Dorsett complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Back to throw here. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll run with Patterson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Myers connects on the PAT. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field. And we are ready to rock. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, complete. It's Patterson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Another completion right back to Patterson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. He'll look to throw. And caught by London. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. On first down, going back to Patterson. And he'll get it inside the 35. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Ritter on target to Pitts for a Falcon first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They go play action here on first down. Dancing to his left. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And it's a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head. Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve. Back to Walker on first down. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Smith. He'll spot Eskridge open left side. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Gino now to throw. And Walker has it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Throwing is Smith. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now Gino. He finds his man, complete. That's Walker. And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Cowboy 80. 70 Timberwolves. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
To throw again on 2nd down. Smith. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing now, Smith. This is the tight end Fant. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling. So much for being conservative and running that football. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Smith going to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. 60 Bobcats. Now Smith on 3rd and goal. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. D. Eskridge, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. And the kick is good, but obviously it won't matter as they're going to go down in defeat here. This one's over.